Hi everyone, it's Jena here and today I'm back guest designing for Bramble Fox. This is my second layout and today I'm going to be using these gorgeous products. So we have the critters, the winter animals, the winter words and the pastel stars, and I'll leave the links to those to the shop in my description box below. So I'm going to start off with a bit of mixed media today, and if I'm honest, I'm not really a big mixed media person. I have some that go really well and some that are complete fails, so I try and avoid it if I'm completely honest, but I thought I've got these lovely products and I should use them. So I've pulled out my shimmers paints and today I'm going to be working with a sort of pink, red, orange, yellow kind of colour theme. And so you can see me with an orange paint on my block at the moment, and that is in the shade Orange Sherbet. I do also have a couple of pinky shades that I use, and again they're in the shades Bubblegum Blast and Naughty or Nice. And then I do also bring in this lovely yellow in that spray bottle, and that one is called Mustard Seed. So like I said, I'm not really a mixed media person at all, but I find that splatters just add a really lovely touch to any layout, and I'm going to come in with some Distress Oxide in a moment just to try and take away some of that white background. So here we are, I've got this Distress Oxide ink and this is in the shade Spun Sugar. It's a beautiful light pink shade, and really I'm just going to apply this with a blending brush, and really my aim is just to try and take a little bit of that white background away, and you know, this is not perfect. I'm just going to apply it sort of ad hoc, a little bit messy, but just so that it covers a bit of the background around where I want my clusters to be. Okay, so I've got these photos. These are just some silly selfies that I took over the Christmas period. I thought these would be perfect because it's a fox filter and I've got foxes in my perspectives, but then I soon realised that it's not a fox filter, it's a reindeer. So perhaps not as well suited, but I think they still work really well together. But yeah, I really love the little foxes today that I'm going to be using, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to do that. So I've got some branding strips, and these are from the Keeping Cosy collection from Hip Kit Club, and this is a kit that was released in, I think, December 2020, so it's quite old, and to be fair, I only really got it recently when I was trying to get some more Christmas supplies, and I thought I didn't want to waste these branding strips because they had some really lovely designs on, so I'm going to be using them today. So a minute ago you saw me just cut them down to size and also distress the edges, so I've stuck these to my cardstock and I'm just going to run them through my sewing machine now, again just to add a little bit more texture, and yeah, I really love adding machine stitch into my layout, so I thought this would be no exception to that. So here we go, that side is done, and I did have a little bit of difficulty running this through my sewing machine because I used some double-sided tape and it was just not working very well with my needle and my thread kept snapping, so I decided to switch it back to using PVA, and it does take a little longer to dry, but we got there in the end. So again, I've just run that side through the sewing machine and I'm just going to add a little bit more of this pink ink to my background, and I'm going to be doing that using the stencil I've got. So this is Fox Cut number 28 and it's a beautiful sort of starburst design. So I've added one to the bottom right hand side of my layout, and then I've also added another one to the top of my photos. I've had a look through some of the ephemera in the collection and I've started building a cluster to the bottom right hand side of my page. I've got some envelopes, I think, or maybe just one envelope, some floral pieces, and also one of the journal spots which I used as a base, so you can't really see it, but it worked well with the colours, so I thought I'd include it anyway. So I'm going to start building up some of the other clusters on my layout. So I've got one cluster above my 2 photos, and then I'm also going to add one to the side of my second photo. And I decided at this point that I needed a little bit more of that stencil popping through from sort of the bottom of my photographs. So again, took that same ink and just blended that on top. And I've also got these really lovely white puffy stickers, and they're in some like leafy shapes, so I thought I'd add a few of those in as well. And you can see that I've got a couple of perspectives that I've popped on that page already, just trying to get a feel for the position that I want those to be in. So I've added some foam to the back of my photos, again just to add a little bit of height there as well, and I'm just going to adhere those in place so I don't need to keep coming back when I move things accidentally. There are some really lovely stickers, like word puffy stickers in this collection as well, and there's this one that says vibes, and I thought it worked really well with some of the colours. So I stuck it to a piece of white cardstock, and then I just cut around it, and I'm going to use that for my title today. So I'm going to pair that with one of the winter words perspectives that says Cosy, and that'll create my title that says Cosy Vibes. So I've also got a little fox perspective to the bottom right hand corner of my layout. I've got another fox to the side of my first photo, so the bottom left hand corner of my first photo, and I think that one's ice skating. And then I do also bring another ice skating critter into that bottom right hand cluster as well. There we go. I'm just going to add a couple more bits to my clusters, again just to build them up. And then I decide I should pull a few stars out. So like I said, these are from the pastel stars, and I've just picked out the pink, the yellow and the reddish coloured ones, and I'm just going to scatter those around my clusters. So I do also bring in a few sequins in a minute as well. I've just got a couple of clear ones, just to add a nice little detail. And there we are, that is the final layout. I really hope you have enjoyed watching this come together. I really loved making it, if I'm honest, and I'm just so obsessed with some of these perspectives. They're just so sweet. But if you have got any questions, then obviously please do leave them below, and I'll get back to you on those. And I hope to see you again in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.